Hey, what's up? Welcome to Sound Doctrine, the channel centered around creating engaging experiences in the audiovisual community. I'm Josh Hughes, and today we are literally setting the stage for success. Let's go. So I know what you're thinking. Actually, I have no idea what you're thinking. I've never done a video like this before. So you might be thinking to yourself that technical excellence, especially in stagecraft, starts when you get to the venue and you're working at the stage. That's actually not the case. Excellence in stagecraft starts back here, before the day of your show. So that's our first tip. Plan. Have a plan. Be prepared. So many times I get to a venue and there's just not a plan of attack. Have a stage plot. Have a patch sheet. Have something. I like to use a service called draw.io to create my stage plots. A stage plot is a graphical representation of where everything goes on your stage. So it's a plot of your stage, anyway. I've got on here labeled all of my instruments, all of my microphones, all of the people who are using them so that I can communicate with them well, and then their patch. So for example, the metronome here at the top is going into input A18 this week. Having a stage plot is super important because it will make you much more efficient when you do arrive at the venue. Knowing where everything goes is the key to getting it done quickly, and getting it done quickly is the key to getting called back for another show. Another great tool that you can do in preparation is called a patch sheet or an input matrix. This is a spreadsheet of every input on your board and what goes there, and then another sheet of every output on your board and what goes there. These are really useful if you are setting up for other technicians. For example, in a house of worship, you might be the technical director, that's my current job, and you might have to set up everything and then let someone else come in to operate. So that person doesn't have all the planning time that you did. What that person has is the resources you leave available to them. And in this case, that includes a patch sheet. This is another way to save time, become more efficient, and equip the people who work for you. It's not always going to be you behind the board. Sometimes it's you equipping that person, and that is just as important a job. All right, so we're prepared. What's next? Well, next, you've got to be early. You, like I said before, are the lowest person on the list of priority the night of your show. That means that in order to get everything you need done, you need to show up first, because once other people are there, they take precedence. You need to serve the band before you serve yourself. So to do that, you got to show up early. I like to show up about an hour early to every gig that I take. Is it obnoxious? Yes. Does it take time out of my day that I could otherwise be spending doing fun things like watching TV? Yes, absolutely it does. But the key is that it makes my service excellent, and I have plenty of time to diagnose any trouble with the system before the operators come in. That means that I can rule that out later during troubleshooting. So, always show up early. Okay, so we're here, we're early. What's next? Well, tip 3 is be clean, be pretty, make it look nice. There are 2 really good reasons why you should always make things look nice. Take the extra time. The first is that for the musicians who you are servicing, it's going to be much easier to set up. It's going to be an efficient process. We'll get through sound check quickly. That makes the band happy. The band happy means you get more calls to do work. The second reason is that you don't want the people in the first 3 rows of your performance looking at the spaghetti on the ground instead of the performers standing above it. It will take away from the performance no matter how good the band is if there's a gaping mess at their feet. So keep everything clean. Geometric shapes, straight lines, right angles, tight coils. For example, take a look at this. I have set up here for an acoustic guitarist to come in, and she's already got a stand. Her DI is out and ready to go, and her cable's easy to find. Not only is it easy to find, there's no mess in it. You can throw it out and the whole cable goes straight. Let's see. Here's another example. So the keyboardist isn't here, but I've already got a wired monitor pack set up. I've got the DI and the cable ready. I've got a mic stand ready for the wireless mic that she'll be using. I've left power open so when the musician arrives, she can track down the power she needs. And then I've made sure that all of these are patched according to my preparatory stage plot. It's simple stuff, but it really does make a difference. And the last tip is be flexible. This is something that people in our industry are terrible at. We show up with our plans, we're ready to go, and then something changes. We get all mad, we get all grumpy, and we get a bad reputation. Bad reputations means nobody else is going to call you. And if nobody else is calling you, you're not making any money. So Show up with a plan, but be okay when it changes. If a band has a different direction they want to go in, just go that direction. Our industry is fun. We get to play with expensive toys. Just enjoy that you get to solve another puzzle. And don't be a jerk about it. So there you have it, my 4 tips to just nail your stagecraft. These are small things, but they will make a huge difference at showtime. Think I missed something? Leave your own tips in the comments below. Let's chase excellence together. Until next time, remember to always lift with your legs.